single song could launch them to stardom, yet also become their only legacy. They dominated the airwaves, captured millions of hearts, and then vanished like ghosts. Today, we dive into 10 legendary hits of the 70s, brief flashes of glory that defined a generation. Can you remember these fleeting gems? Let's begin this nostalgic journey. When 1979 arrived, the disco movement was fading and the knack exploded onto the music scene with an irresistible guitar riff. Doug Fieger found himself captivated by 17-year-old Sharona Alperin, and that obsession fueled their defining moment. The track embodied power pop perfection with its staccato rhythm and unforgettable guitar solo. It held the Billboard top spot for 6 consecutive weeks, bridging 70s rock with the incoming 80s sound. However, lightning rarely strikes twice. Critics attacked them as manufactured, and impossible expectations trapped the band beneath their own masterpiece. The track continues pulsing with youthful urgency decades later. When those opening notes hit, we're transported back to '79, feeling that electric surge of pure rock energy that still makes everyone want to move. 1974 witnessed Redbone bursting onto the scene with pure, unfiltered joy. The ceremonial chant opening and signature wah-wah bass created an irresistible groove. Brothers Pat and Lolly Vegas accomplished something groundbreaking by bringing the first Native American roots band to the Billboard Hot 100. Sales exceeded 1 million copies, receiving airplay on both rock and soul stations, extraordinarily rare for that period. Behind the triumph lurked shadows as the industry never fully embraced their cultural identity. Market shifts and health challenges complicated the group's momentum. Listening today feels like stepping into a 70s house party where shoulders move involuntarily. For when music felt more communal, proving genuine joy in music never expires and continues introducing new generations to its timeless groove. In 1974, as Bruce Lee's legend swept globally, Carl Douglas released something irresistibly unusual. The fascinating part is it was never meant to be the star, recorded in 2 takes as filler material. That infectious hook, cartoonish sound effects, and disco-funk rhythm with oriental touches conquered audiences. Within weeks, it claimed #1 in the UK, US, and throughout Europe. Sales surpassed 11 million copies, cementing its place as a legendary one-hit wonder. Douglas attempted recreating that magic but never aligned the stars again. Yet with one song, he made history. It became synonymous with the entire decade. Those opening notes still make bodies respond and faces smile, feeling that uncomplicated joy defining the era and delighting new generations discovering it today. When 1972 arrived, the world vibrated with upheaval, and this gentle song offered respite. Nash wrote it reportedly while recovering from eye surgery, creating a track that felt like sunshine after storms. Blending American pop with reggae rhythms from his Jamaican collaboration with Bob Marley, it introduced reggae elements to mainstream audiences.
Here is that rainbow I've been praying for.
It claimed Billboard's #1 for 4 consecutive weeks. This represented Nash's career apex before his profile gradually dimmed. But the song never faded as artists across generations covered it. Nash's warm vocals, straightforward arrangements, and beaming chorus created undeniable emotional connection. This rare song requires no explanation because hearing it immediately makes everything feel fine. It carries a timeless optimism message that resonates as powerfully today as decades ago. Near 1975's end, Foghat delivered their immortal boogie rock classic with thick guitars and laid-back rhythm. It originated from spontaneous jamming where the bassist improvised grooves, Roger Earl set tempo, and lonesome Dave Peverett added simple, memorable lyrics. Radio stations embraced a shorter edit, pushing it to number 20 on Billboard, never reaching the summit but achieving something more valuable by becoming genuine classic. The track found permanent residence on classic rock stations and in films like Dazed and Confused. Foghat possessed authentic rock soul through relentless touring and devoted fans. This song granted them immortality, crossing boundaries with its irresistible steady rhythm and forefront guitars. Hearing it today feels like climbing into that first car, rolling down windows, and letting rock music guide the journey wherever it leads with complete freedom. 1976 found funk and disco dominating when Ohio rockers Wild Cherry shocked everyone. Coming from rock backgrounds, audiences demanded rhythmic music until one night someone shouted a challenge. Rob Parisi scribbled that phrase onto a napkin, birthing a legendary chorus with powerful bass, vibrant horns, and soul-drenched vocals, pushing it to number 1 on both Hot 100 and R&B charts. Sales exceeded 1 million copies, but repeating this proved impossible. Subsequent albums failed, generating similar impact, dissolving the band by '79. Yet the song became permanently etched in collective memory, appearing at parties, films, and weddings. It represents more than music but captures a shared glory moment when funk and rock merged and nobody wanted the groove ending, testament to embracing unexpected musical fusions completely. Few songs capture eternal summer like this, where Ray Dorset composed it in minutes, creating a universal anthem. With skiffle rhythm, carefree attitude, and raspy vocals in 1970, it became a massive worldwide hit, claiming number 1 in 26 countries. Hearing it felt like being transported into convertibles, heading oceanward with friends, singing, perfectly portraying youthful freedom during the hippie era when summer seemed endless. However, that magic refused duplication as they managed more UK hits but never achieved the same international impact. Their playful style linked inseparably to that exact 70s moment, and as trends evolved, the band faded. But this anthem remains a sonic passport to eternal seasons filled with sun, laughter, fleeting romances, and youth running free. It evokes powerful nostalgia, while serving as a window for younger generations, discovering its simple, genuine joy. As 1979 unfolded with punk mutating into new wave, young Brit Gary Newman arrived, revealing the future's sound. Without traditional guitars, the song relied entirely on cold synthesizers and mechanical rhythms with hypnotic mini-moog riffs. Newman experienced violence on London streets, and locking himself in his car felt like fortress safety, transforming that sensation into minimalist lyrics about automobile sanctuary reaching UK number 1 and US top 10. His American success wasn't repeated as it remained his only major hit there, but his legacy proved enormous. The track opened synth-pop doors, influenced industrial rock, and became a timeless anthem appearing in movies, games, and commercials. Listening today transports us to when music ignited the future's engine with Newman at the wheel. It proved electronic music could be emotionally resonant and commercially successful, paving paths for countless experimental followers. In 1970, the world sang along without realizing this was Holland's first major international hit. Led by Mariska Veris's powerful voice and Robbie Van Leeuwen's compositions, Shocking Blue fused psychedelic rock with pop hooks explosively. The track claimed US number 1, topped 9 countries' charts, and sold over 1 million copies rapidly with catchy riffs, hypnotic keyboards, and sensual energy, creating an instant anthem from The Hague unexpectedly. However, Shocking Blue never repeated the miracle despite European success, never again reaching English-speaking chart summits. Still, they left deep marks as Bananarama covered it in the 80s, and Nirvana performed their lesser-known tracks. For most people, their legacy summarizes in this psychedelic gem, taking us back to 70s warm lights, miniskirts, and carefree dancing. We feel the goddess of love remains alive in every chord, proving some songs transcend eras completely. In 1974, from Scotland, virtually unknown, Pilot illuminated the world with a song seemingly written for eternal memory. With radiant chorus, shimmering acoustics, and Alan Parsons' flawless production, they rocketed to US chart tops and Canadian #1.
I love a sunny day, dream of far away.
It was simple, upbeat melody, making life feel full of light for 3 minutes, with every note floating like pure sunshine, connecting with audiences effortlessly and genuinely. However, the spell faded quickly as fleeting UK success failed repeating the formula, dissolving the band years later. Still, the track survived time's test, continuing in movies, commercials, and modern versions by new artists discovering its charm. Listening today returns us to carefree 70s summers when everything seemed possible and music was pure magic without cynicism. It remains a perfect optimism time capsule from an era believing in great melodies' transformative power. And there you have it, 10 incredible tracks that burned bright for just one shining moment but left an eternal mark on music history. These artists may have only reached the summit once, but what a glorious view they gave us from up there. Each of these songs carries a piece of the 70s soul, that unrepeatable energy when a single melody could change everything. Which of these one-hit wonders brings back the most memories for you? Drop your favorite in the comments below because I'd love to know which song still makes you move after all these years. If you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, hit that like button and subscribe because we've got more musical time travel coming your way.